Hi guys! Today I'm going to be showing you my first impressions of the Revlon Colorstay foundation and the Lorac Pro Palette. So if you want to see how I got this look and my thoughts on these products and a closer look on my face, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start with the foundation. This is the Revlon Colorstay 24 Hours. This is for combination to oily skin, and mine is in the shade 180 Sand Beige. I really hope this is my shade. I spent a while looking for the correct shade, and this is definitely the one that seemed to be the closest. Oh man, I thought it would have a pump. It doesn't have a pump. Oh well. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm so bummed it doesn't have a pump. I thought it would. I've never had a foundation with a pump. It claims to be flawless look with a lightweight feel. I hope it's not lightweight coverage, but we'll see. I'm trying to get my hair out of my face. All right, good enough. So I'm gonna take a little bit and put it all over my face. I'm gonna start off with that much and see what kind of coverage it gives. All right, so I'm gonna buff this in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. I just cleaned this. Seems to match my color. It's blending in quite nicely, but it seems to be very low coverage. It did an okay job of covering up my redness on my chin. It's not like blowing my mind. I want to see how it covers up that red dot right there. I could be wrong, but I feel like I almost see sparkles on my head. On my forehead, it seems to glimmer a little bit. That could just be because I have lights right here, but yeah, I'm not so sure about that. But other than that, it looks really natural. It almost just looks like skin. It definitely is rather glowy, which is weird because it's for combination to oily skin, but I wonder if it's gonna set at all. I'm wondering if I should do another layer. I'm gonna put a little bit more on and see if I can build up the coverage. I can't tell you how bummed I am that this doesn't have a pump. I really thought it would have a pump. Got some more on the back of my hand here, and I'm just gonna put it pretty much everywhere to see if it can be built up. It doesn't really have a smell, which I enjoy. It's just kind of like a fresh smell. I know some foundations have a really strong scent. Alright, the second layer is going on a bit streaky. So the second layer went on a tiny bit streaky, but I do definitely think that the coverage on my chin and really my T-zone was built up more. I can see that it does look rather glowy. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up. I'm gonna zoom in real fast. So you can see that like on my chin and on my cheeks, it does look kind of glowy. I don't think you can see any of these sparkles or anything, but I think I definitely can. When I feel my skin feels extremely tacky, like extremely. I wonder if that will set. It is definitely not a matte finish, which I was really hoping it was because it's for combination to oily skin. I'm gonna conceal under my eyes and see how this blends with the foundation. Everything is looking good so far. I'm a little worried about the tackiness that this feels. I feel like if I were to redo this, I definitely would just put more foundation to start and then not do a second layer. But anyway, I'm gonna powder with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm gonna see if that takes away the tackiness. Okay, in terms of tackiness now, it still feels a little tacky, but the powder definitely helped. I think this, in terms of color match, this seems to match my neck quite nicely. I don't think there's any issues with the color. I also feel like my skin looks very smooth. I think that it looks a tiny bit cakey on my nose, but I do think that is because I did 2 layers. As I said, I wouldn't do that again. I definitely think my forehead and my cheeks, they look very smooth. I will say I can see tiny glitter in the foundation, which I don't think you would be able to see unless you were extremely close to somebody. But if glitter, if like any type of any shiny anything in your foundation is not your thing, then I don't think you would like this. Not that it's my thing, it's not very noticeable, but I can see that it's there. So my initial reaction is I really like the way that it makes my skin look. I don't love the kind of sparkliness of it, and I don't love that it doesn't dry matte, but that might just be because I wasn't expecting it to be so glowy. I feel like for a combination to oily skin, you should have a matte finish, but I do think that it looks very nice. It's very pleasant. It's not too cakey. I'm gonna put the rest of my face makeup on, and then we're gonna get into the eyeshadow. So I just did the rest of my face, and the foundation feels nice. It doesn't really feel like I'm wearing so much makeup. It does not really feel tacky anymore. Maybe a little bit, but I think it's set. Next, I'm going to move on to what I'm so excited to do, which is the Lorac Pro Palette. This palette comes with the actual palette and then a little primer. I think I will try this primer as well. Okay, I zoomed you in, so first I'm going to use the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I may have taken too much on my finger, but I like my eyes to be really well primed because if not, my eyeshadow will crease. So the primer seems to be fine. I don't think it really counteracts veins all that much. It reminds me of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the way that it's mostly just translucent and you can't really see it. Now we're gonna get to the actual palette. So this is what the palette looks like. It comes with this little clear plastic sheet over the shadows and then a very nice big mirror. I haven't thought about what look I'm going to do. I think I'll just do like maybe a gold eye or a neutral eye. So I'm gonna take the shade Mauve, which is right here. This is the matte shade, so they have a row of mattes and then a row of shimmers, and I think Mauve seems like a decent transition shade, which is why I'm going to use it. I don't know if you can see, but I have not even swatched these eyeshadows. They are brand new. I'm taking Mauve. I see that there's a lot of kickback in the product, and if I go like this, wow, that's a lot of powder. Okay. So the shadow seems to be nice and pigmented. There was some other shade that was right here because I can see a little like brownish shimmer, but it's definitely not from the shade Mauve. I'm not really sure what was going on with that. Maybe my brush had other product, but yeah, this looks nice. I'm gonna take this shade Garnet and I'm gonna put this all over my lid. Wow, that is so pigmented. That is gorgeous. Oh my god, that is really pigmented. Wow, so that is beautiful and very, very pigmented. I'm very impressed, and I don't seem to have any fallout whatsoever under my eyes. I'm gonna take the shade Sable right here, and I'm gonna deepen up my crease. I'm gonna blend that out. This is a very not me type of look. I don't know if I've ever worn this type of shade, but I really like it. These shadows seem to blend really nicely. I'm gonna take the shade Gold right here, and I'm just gonna put it on the very center of my lid. Wow, that is gorgeous. I can feel how much product I'm getting on the brush just by tapping it. So this is the upper lid look done, and I really, really like the way these shadows went on my lid. I'm going to take that shade Sable and I'm going to put it under my lower lash line. Kind of going from the outer half to about halfway. For the inner half of my lower lash line, I'm going to take that same shade Garnet. And then I'm going to take Gold and I'm going to put it in the inner corner. Okay, that was definitely too much in the inner corner. I underestimated how pigmented this is, so I'm gonna blend that out a little bit. I'm gonna take this shade Cream and I'm going to put this on my brow bone to brighten that up a bit. There's definitely a lot of kickback in the powder, like when I touch my brush to the powder, it kind of gets all over the palette a little bit, but there doesn't seem to be any fallout. Looking closely at this eye look, this might be the most pigmented my eyes have ever looked. I mean, this pigmentation is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna add some eyeliner to my lower lash line and some mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with my eyes done. I'm going to zoom us back out again, and then I'm gonna give an overview of what my thoughts on this product are. Here is a zoomed in view of the eyeshadow. I think it looks so amazing. It's so pigmented. I don't think anything else compares to this pigmentation. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. I am so impressed with the pigmentation of these eyeshadows. I mean, it's crazy. Like, if I touch this garnet, I mean, look at that. I just touched that. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful, especially the gold. I definitely went too heavy on the inner corner because I just didn't expect it to be so pigmented. This is absolutely beautiful. This is $42. I would definitely buy this if you don't have this. I think this is definitely going to become one of my favorite palettes. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope you like this. Let me know if you want me to do other first impressions, and I certainly will. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!